Okay, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers. There's an information here dropping according to what we gathered earlier this morning. Let me just read the headline, then I will just drop a few lines. I will say some few things, then we can read the news. We have two different news. One is from Southeast Development Commission, and another one is from Reverend Fada Unegbu. Look at the headline here. It said, "You are not alone. Fada Unegbu sent powerful message to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu." Yes, this is what Ibere TV have to tell us. But different quarters, just like on my left hand side here, Daily Trust to that Fulani on the Hausa newspaper online. I always make reference to that newspapers. Not because I like them, not because I love what they are doing, not because I enjoy their rhetorics, but simply because I know that they are against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so they rarely post any news that got to do with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Anytime you see them post anything about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it's either a propaganda or a real news. So according to them, what they said this morning is that Reverend Fada Unegbu live in Sokoto prison, Sokoto Correctional Center, according to what they wrote here, to conduct mass with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a kind of do mass, that's to the people inside the prison. What triggers that movement is what we are about to find out. Don't forget that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a problem solver. What is reigning, or rather what is trending online, is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu every month spends not less than 20 million naira, not for himself, not for his family, but for the people down there, both the ones that are being brought new, the ones that are going out. Most of them inside that prison secured what we call what they call it this what do they call it, they secured just free study, what they call it, now why this escaped my mind now, the scholarship. When you dey serious, now all this rubbish go escape somebody's head. Thunder go fire you. Some people secured scholarship to study while leaving the prison. You can imagine that. Nnamdi Kanu is a light. Anywhere he enters, there must be light there. So according to them, Daily Post, that is their own part of the story. Because every quarters have their own part of the story. Just like Ibere TV say their own, and myself, I'm here to react to all those things. But let us just read the messages, and then we'll come back here to talk more. Please don't touch the dial. Just make sure you give me your listening ear as we read through. Truly, Reverend Fada John Unegbu, or whatever his name is live in Sokoto yesterday. Because of time difference, that was why I cannot bring the message here to you. Yes, when the message got to me, it was late here already. So I'm already on bed. So let me just read the news so that, I beg you, sorry. I don't talk too much. Okay. Father Angelo Chidi Unegbu, not John, sorry. Father Angelo Chidi Unegbu has issued a stirring message of solidarity to the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He called him Ohamadike one of Igbo land, assuring him that he is not forgotten. You are not alone. We are there with you. I can only read this message because he said, we are with you. If I saw where he said, oh, don't panic, the Holy Spirit is with you, my brother, that is where I will get angry with him. Or get, and I mean, that is where we're going to have problem. Because I'm asking for where this Holy Spirit, since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu needed him, he is nowhere to be found. And now somebody will come and tell you now that, oh, please, the Holy Spirit is with you, we are praying with you. My brother, that prayer, anyway, let me not talk. Some people will say, I beg you. Okay, in a heartfelt statement personally signed by the cleric, Fada Chidi Unegbu, conveyed hope and encouragement to Kanu, who has remained in detention despite the repeated calls for his release from international communities, including Kenya, who have passed judgment on one of his cases of rendition. Okay, even in the deepest night, the sun wakes, and when it rises, no shadow can survive its light. The message reads, Fada Unegbu expressed confidence that Kanu's ordeal will not be permanent, adding that those who feel trapped in a broken system will one day breathe freely again. The truth has already begun. Okay, the truth have already begun to clear your path. You have been vindicated in spirit, in time, and you will be vindicated fully in stature. The clergyman urged Kanu to stand firm, declaring that he is loved, remembered, and not alone, because Biafrans, all the whole elders, all the whole reverend fathers, reverend sisters, deacons, pastors, and prophets, they are all with you, except our so-called politicians. In all the whole Biafra land, everybody, if you are not a politician, you are with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. If you are a businessman, you are with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, it's only politicians who are scared of losing relevance. They are the one that is not with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So that is what Fada Unegbu is trying to explain to him here, that you are not alone. And all these things are being sent to him, not by message, according to the information. He was there live yesterday. Or rather, maybe yesterday or on Sunday, to conduct that service. Let's call it Sunday sermon or Sunday service. Okay, some people will say, is he going there because that place is what they call it? It's a Muslim city. My brother, nobody challenges your method of worship. The only thing they will challenge is when you begin to go against what they believe. So if you are worshiping in truth and spirit, if you are doing it calmly in your home or in your office or your churches without not disturbing the general public, even themselves, they are highest noise making, but they don't like you to make their own noise. But let's not dwell on that. The message, which has since sparked reactions across social media, comes amid renewed calls from various groups for the federal, or rather for the Fulani government, to release the IPOB leader, compliance with the 2022 United Nations Directive, and also appeal court judgments. Okay. The last line there is that as of press time, the Fulani government has yet to respond to Fada Unegbu's message and directives. Okay, moving forward, I would like to drop one or two things here. I think, okay, let me see. It said, Ima Eme James Anya Lekwa is a seasoned journalist, scriptwriter, movie. Okay, I did an advertisement here, right? No problem. We are going to see you in our next publication, not now. We are going to read your edition because we know we are here to support each other. And there's another message here that I want to read. That message says about, it said a lot of things about Unegbu. They have there's a, what would I call it? There's one resolution they passed some couple of days ago, where they are sounding a kind of not even a one himself, a kind of praises to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, say, for giving them Southeast Development Commission that don't even have any single penny to the budget of 2026. Southeast Development Commission in the budgetary in this 2026 budgetary what I call it, like the budget they have already programmed for this 2026. Do you know that the so-called Southeast Development Commission don't have anything there? Okay, let me just read it because you might think I'm just whining. I'm not whining. And there's the Southeast Development Commission, according to him. What is this? Okay, it said the Southeast Development Commission joins forces to drive Southeast economic growth. How? Okay, let us see the content. Ohaneze Nderi Council of Igbo Business Leaders and the Southeast Development Commission have collaborated for economic development and integration in Igbo land. According to Dio, it was high time the critical stakeholders in the Southeast region united to forge a formidable front for the development of the zone to stem the tide of youth, unemployment, and other social media menaces. Speaking at a meeting in Enugu on Monday, Chairman of the Council of Igbo Business Leaders, Mazi Sam Ohabunwa, said the Igbos should factor the Southeast zone into their investment plans, adding that our region has suffered so much over a long time, combined with several other historical, political, social, and economic factors. Ohabunwa, who outlined the mandate of the council to include the identification of young Igbo entrepreneurs and grooming them towards mega business ventures, the creation of a united and credible voice that will speak for the businesses in Igbo land, and also to speak for the communities in Igbo land, and the creation and development of markets in Igbo land, among other things. They called for synergy with the South East Development Commission and other stakeholders. He said, "This is the opportunity we long wished for. I must thank Mr. Mark Okoye for responding quickly to our letter and the board and management for approving this meeting. Let me thank upfront my colleagues who have made the sacrifices to be here today, despite the apparent short notice and conflict with previous important schedules." Okay, we are still reading. The first assignment of the council was to review the terms of reference, and after exhaustive debate, it became clear to us that what Ohaneze Ndigbo essentially want us to do is to work with government in our region and with agencies charged with regional development, and to support them in bringing enhanced economic development in Igbo land and changing the situation and conditions of our people. Our region has suffered so much neglect over a long time, combined with several other historical, political, social, and economic factors. Our people have been widely dispersed all over Nigeria, where they have made significant contributions to the social and economic development of those regions. Over time, this has resulted in the apparent neglect of our region in terms of economic and social development. Youth unemployment has become rife, and there have been troubling obstacles in social malfeasance. Okay, it is therefore the desire of Ohaneze Ndigbo worldwide to use the auspices of this council to guide our people who wish to invest at home on what to do to have pleasant experiences, but to enable us perform this role appropriately. We need to be on the same page with governments and development agencies in our region. We need to understand the investment plans and policies of the state government and the South East Development Commission, so that we can correctly represent the issues and guard against misinformation or mischief. On his part, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the South East Development Commission, Mr. Mark Okoye, thanked the leadership of this council and urged partnership in order to move the region forward. He said there was a need to entrench investment mobilization, diaspora and domestic networks, Southeast venture capital programs, small and medium enterprises development, and capacity building, as well as advisory and policy input among stakeholders. And that is the message. Moving forward, I want to drop something about this Ohaneze Ndigbo. I believe so much in equity, justice, and fairness. I believe the reason why David Umahi is always using that phrase that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is our Biafra we have been looking for. He said his Messiah and their Messiah, like Ohaneze Ndigbo Messiahs. The reason why he always makes such comments, because these ones I read their message now, Ohaneze Ndigbo are the ones who are supposed to put that guy to where he belongs. But all of them have compromised. If you want their statement now, it's almost the same thing that they are talking. Oh, Southeast development is going to bring this, is going to bring that. But in 2026 budget, let me ask how much we allocated to the Southeast Development Commission. Can anybody tell me? Okay, maybe Google will help us. Let me see. How much was allocated? How much was allocated? Okay, sorry, please. How much allocation? How much allocation? How much allocation did the Southeast Development Commission Southeast Development Commission got from Nigeria 2026 budget? 2026 budget. Okay, sorry, 2026 budget. Okay, let me see. Okay, please hold on for a second there. We are coming. Because okay, it said the South Development Commission received no allocation currently, but hoping that they are going to be included in supplementary budget of 2026. If you could remember when one of our guys at the National Assembly was shouting, where is our budget? Where is the budget that goes to the southeast? Okay, he was even complaining about how many trillion that go to Lagos, how many trillion that go to the north, how many trillion that go to the west, but not even trillion, how many millions go to the southeast? The Akpabio lead assembly tell him that he should not worry, that they are going to be included in a supplementary budget of maybe 1 point something trillion or whatever. But they have budget of 64 trillion naira. The Saudi Development Commission is nowhere to be found. And you all are here telling me that, the Saudi Development Commission, we are working hard so that exactly the same thing David Umahi is retreating. That's the same thing these old fools that call themselves Ohanes are also here to tell us. Anyway, I have nothing more to tell you on this message. But I want you to drop your own thoughts at the comment section of this video. Despite the fact that you people are not commenting, no problem. I'm okay with that. At least you are not there to comment nonsense. If you cannot comment, all the kwamma like that. But have a nice day. I'm a regular control to share you, protect you, and bless you all the way forward. I will see you again on my next publication. I am signing out. Have a nice day. It shall be well with all of us. Kachineke mezi okwu.